November Zulu to Sierra. After visiting Mel a few years ago, I noticed that he had an external voice keyer box, which obviously would be a great aid in contesting, so I thought I had to get one. I then purchased this MFJ voice keyer box. It's got 5 memory locations, but I found that I used it very infrequently because I had programmed it for the salmon run, and it's not that convenient to program. So move ahead a couple of years, and I found out that the 7300 has got 4 voice memory locations that can be accessed from the screen, which I thought was a cool idea. However, I found out that it covers up half the screen, and as I happen to like to look at the audio and other information, I had to look up in the manual for another microphone project and discover that these memory locations can actually be activated from an external box. And ICOM conveniently put the schematic for that box. As you can see from the schematic, there are very few components. Only 4 resistors, 4 switches, a box, and obviously pretty much anybody that's ever wielded a soldering iron should be able to build. One of the other important criteria that I wanted was the voice messages needed to sound exactly the same as using the microphone. So it had to be recorded using the same microphone. And one of the things I noticed was that so many people that have voice keyers, their recording sounds so different to their normal voice that it was something I didn't like and I knew could be done better. And I created this one in a metallic box, which again I didn't particularly like. With the VHF Club having a 3D printer, Matt and I created this box which we like the size of. After that, the next thing is the switches, the momentary switches. We have, you'll see there's 5 of them. 4 is all that's required for the memory, but I wanted to have the option of having a push to talk button on this box as well. That's why there are 5 of those. Then there are the 4 resistors. There are 2 of them that are 1K5. One of them is 2K2, one of them is 4K7. Then there's a short piece of cable, something like this. And I've already got the end on, put the end on it, but shielded cable's the best. And you'll notice that what I've done is number them. Having wired this already, I numbered everything on the other end to make assembly that much easier. There's a round pinned socket that will go on the other end of the box. And you will notice that I actually added some little ferrite beads for no other reason than the fact that I have 1,000 of them, and an ounce of RF prevention is better than a pound of cure. One of the 1.5K resistors right here will be connected directly to one of these wires. The second one will go from switch number 1 to switch number 2. The 2.2K resistor goes from switch 2 to switch 3, and the 4.7K resistor goes from switch 3 to switch 4. This is what it looks like when it's completed. This is the internal view, and you can see why I needed to have everything, all the wires labeled. This is what it looks like externally. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and push to talk. Okay, programming the memories is very easy. It's just a couple of steps. First of all, we hit menu, we hit voice, then go to record set, record, pick the memory location that you want to record. We'll go T4, and then we will record something. November Zulu 2 Sierra. And that's now done. So we can exit out of this, play it, and see what it sounds like. November Zulu 2 Sierra. If you're happy with it, you can then move on and record the other ones. We exited out of the memory programming phase and got back to where I like the screens, which is with the waterfall and the audio here, so that now the memories are not covering that up. I particularly like the audio because I can tell if somebody or if I am over-modulating. And now we're going to press one of the memory keyer that we actually stored before. November Zulu 2 Sierra. That was number 4. I previously recorded some others. Echo Whiskey Alpha, Eastern Washington. These are typical November Zulu 2 Sierra. These are typical things that you might want to record and have stored. Security X. This is November Zulu 2 Sierra calling Security Excellent, standing by. One of the very neat features about this memory location stuff is that if you hold the button down for more than 1 second, you can see that this is flashing. There's a 5-second delay built into it, but that delay is adjustable in the memory. One of the, I mentioned earlier on that this 5th button was a push to talk button. I actually normally operate using a foot pedal, but I occasionally like to be able to have a push button here. So CQDX, November Zulu 2 Sierra, calling CQDX and standing by. Okay, as you can see, it fits the bill that my requirements, in that it isn't covering up this information, all of this data along here. It is also very simple to build, uses very few components, doesn't require a great deal of skill, and integrates with any 7300.